It looks like we are live on YouTube. Welcome. My name is David, and today we are, uh, this is video number 3. 2 and 1 are above in this week's video email in David's Baby Boomer Whatever community. And it is always going to be something on the business side of me. I have been celebrating business for 75 years. It's almost 76 years, because I was born into. I'm a third generation small business owner, and so business was discussed around our household extensively in the days. But in January of 2024, last year, January 1st, I formally announced Project 10,000, Project 10,000, and Project 10,000 was one way that I was going to celebrate business, as we have been doing. But it's doing something really, for me personally. It is literally tying together all my business experiences to publish and produce 10,000 marketing, sales, value, trust stories. And so I have been spending, for sure, since January of this year, what was going to really be the best way to make that happen, because it's been a massive I have been literally researching, testing, creating in the Cincinnati market for almost 4 years now. It has lasted. And actually, the video email that I have created was a test that I did 4 years ago, really, in a business setting, environment, as opposed to this being more of a community environment, with business being part of what the community does, if that makes any sense. So the best way for me to uh, share all the very best learnings and the best experiences of my life, of my business life, I have created a 7-day marketing sales value trust system. Things happen for 7 days as a part of what we do. And basically, I, I just wrote it down here a little while ago. Customer care. We create customer care touch points. And we will create thousands of them in this 7-day workshop, 7-day event in each of. It was created here in Cincinnati, where I've lived for the last almost 38 years. But being a digital approach to publishing and producing, it can go into any of the 387 metropolitan statistical areas, MSA, as defined by Wikipedia. And so if you hear something and you would like to get it involved in it in your community, please email me. Is going to be the best way to get in touch with me with all the communications that are getting going. But email me at dleopold@davidsbarter.com and let me know how you want to get involved, something you've heard, something I said, a question that you have, anything. Do not hesitate to send me an email and you will get an answer on it. So the mission to publish and produce 10,000 marketing, sales, value, trust stories is the mission. We will do this in our 7-day system. Work in any market. We have a program that lasts 7 days. It actually begins on Saturday and ends on Friday or whenever. It's the kind of thing that may never end. It may continue to go on because we will create a tremendous amount of customer care touch points. Create enhanced lifetime customer value. So for sure, some of the things that we will be introducing into any of the markets, any of the 387 markets will they will be localized. They will be obviously localized, so there's not a national. They will be reflective of the market in which you live. Period. And I have decided the best way to execute the 7-day event would be to build an event, the whole community happening for community banks, specifically community banks and not larger regional, national banks, but community banks, because my research clearly indicates, the 4 years of research in Cincinnati that I did clearly indicates that it's the heartbeat of the community bank that will determine the heartbeat, be most important for determining the heartbeat of business, small business in any community. So in focusing on the banks, I actually did. I'm having some fun taking 99% of everything that I have published or produced in the last 17 years are on Google servers, YouTube servers. I did my first YouTube 17 years ago. And so it would be foolish for me to try to go anywhere or try to build what I'm doing with artificial intelligence, which is doing the most dramatic thing I've ever seen for business in my 53 years. Dramatic in that it is really, because it's technology, it is really creating a level playing field where anybody anybody can do it. And so that part of it is very interesting. But what we have done for the last 53 years, in order for folks to say yes to doing business with you, you have to bring value, some type of value to their life. That's why they're going to invest in what it is that you have to sell and that you're marketing. However, in today's marketplace, and I am doing it, and I'm sure millions of folks too, or you scratch your head and say, who do I trust? All this is available to me. Who do I trust? Why should I trust them? And that is precisely the stories that I want to produce and publish. Stories of value and trust, marketing and sales, value and trust. Uh, we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. Um, I had to laugh in this artificial intelligence. I actually took some of my thinking and asked a question built around my thinking to Google's artificial intelligence. Everybody has their own artificial intelligence technology, with new ones being established every day. Lots. And so I asked some questions and created, interestingly, a 13-page document was created. It had probably 100 bullet points on it. And as I looked and I read the bullet points, I am only good for about 50 of the bullet points. So apparently the article, or whoever created how the document was created, was using multiple artificial intelligence to create the document. So that's a whole new dynamic. It's not just one AI technology doing whatever it is, whatever their algorithm makes them do. But now you may have, not may, you do have uh, uh, two different databases of information that are working together to create whatever it is that needs to be created. And uh, it was pretty interesting because in terms of marketing for the banking industry in general, the banking industry in general for 2025 is extremely important, with all the things going on. And the uh, the document states marketing strategies for banks. Well, actually, the this now tells me exactly whose artificial intelligence was getting intertwined with mine. A company called FinTech. Banks they're changing their regulations. Customer expectations are different with their banks. Uh, there's more opportunity with folks being online. So a very, very important message is a digital footprint needs to be built. If you're operating only in cyberspace, but the interesting dynamic thing that our community does is that we have a cyberspace interacting with, I call it Main Street, to create the thousands of touch points that we will create, that our system will create. No question that folks are more digitally savvy, I think, today. Well, we don't need to be digitally savvy. We have artificial intelligence to take care of us. Uh, Second point that was made in this article that I read, navigating the competitive landscape. I absolutely do not agree with that statement at all, me personally, because uh, I have never dealt with uh, folks that I'm competing with, supposedly. I cannot be concerned what I can't control. What they do, they do. I can only control what I can bring to the marketplace. And that is. That's how we have to get focused. So I don't. I'm not concerned about competition. Well, but today the competitive landscape is really one of technology. So I don't know how all that's going to shake out. Brand trust and reputation management. That's precisely what we do. We build the brand trust, the product trust, service, whatever trust that is needed. And that trust is established by the conversation, the video conversation. And it's very, very important that it's a video conversation as opposed to something that you might read. Uh, I always say the eyes tell the story. So it's important, and uh, I've been building value and trust in everything that I do for 53 years. So I do have a pretty good handle on it. And then a fourth point the article brought up was regulatory compliance within the banking industry. Um, I know nothing about that when it comes to regulatory uh, 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 compliance, just in general, in government, in taxes. Uh, my go-to person for the last 17 years is Barbara Weltman. This is a copy of Small Business Taxes 2025 that just came out in a first or second week in December. And Barbara has just released her first. Um, she has free supplements that she digitally, so she has combined the printed book with digitally doing updates because she had deadlines with the book that go back October, November, and things have happened since then. A lot of things have happened since then. I have no idea, and I'm very much concerned with what's going to happen with the Small Business Administration from things that I've been hearing in the last week. But be that as it may, Barbara is the expert, and we did our first YouTube 17 years ago. And we also did our last Skype probably 17 years ago. We did Skype before we did YouTube. And Barbara, if you happen to be watching, happen to be seeing this video, it was just announced yesterday or the day before that Microsoft is actually closing down Skype after all these years. Uh, we did a lot of hours, and then they talk about ethical marketing for banks. Um, I am going to do some research on that because I do know a lot about ethical marketing in general, marketing sales in general, because I have had very close contact with the Better Business Bureau here in Cincinnati, and actually, I did a video. If you go to my YouTube channel, I actually did a video with the CEO of the Cincinnati Better Business Bureau to share with her what my vision was, because the motto of the Better Business Bureau is trust, and that's what our producing the videos and publishing them will bring value and trust. Those are the messages that we will bring to the marketplace with the various 10,000 businesses. If you want to be one of those businesses and you have no idea how you might uh, get involved, send me an email, dleopold at davidsbarter.com, and say you would like to get involved and how you would like to get involved, and I will respond with some ideas how you would might get involved. Uh, so I that's that's basically what I wanted to. Oh, uh, one last thing I want to share. In all of this development work that I have been doing for the last 4 years, I also developed a postcard that can be mailed, that can be passed out, uh, whatever whatever the objective might be. And each postcard, I call it tells a story. Each postcard tells a story. This one tells 5 stories uh, about value and trust. And this card tells 11 stories of value and trust. And when I say tell the stories, all these numbers represent QR codes. So that QR code will go to a video, a 19-minute video that we have already produced in our publishing. So that would just be part of the 7 days of whirlwind in any community where we do the project. I did want to say, whereas these cards are definitely part of the project, they can be separated from the project, and there are folks who, from the project itself, there are folks who could get involved. They still have a video, still has to be produced, and we can work all those things out. So, once again, if you don't have the affiliations that you think you need, you're an independent, you want to look for collaborative partners. This is the place to start. This is a place to start that journey in looking for collaborative partners, because we will be creating thousands and thousands of collaborative partners across the United States. So, a good place to start. Thank you for your time today. I hope you enjoyed uh, the entire video email. Today, the articles, it's kind of interesting how the AARP and WebMD articles were kind of published this week. How they published them this week was dramatically different than how they published them last week. And our video email really reflects that. Um, if you have an idea for a video that you would like to see, once again, contact me, send me an email, and we'll see what we can do. Thank you for your time today. And as you know, one of the things, favorite things I'd like to share is it's very important to do what you love and love what you do. Enjoy the rest of your day.